Today's an exciting day because I'm planting my favourite tulip, what's acuminata. I know we've done tulips before, but I thought it'd be a good idea to go over it again. So I'm using a really free draining mix, so it's a peat-free compost with 50-50 perlite, but you could use grit and that'd do the exact same thing. Because the two main things with tulips is they need full sun. There's a few that will tolerate part shade, but just think full sun, good drainage. So I'll fill my pot. Got a lovely Yorkshire pot here, terracotta. So in we go with that gritty mix. So, and I've filled it about 3/4 of the way. You don't need to tap it down or anything, that's fine. And then get your bulbs. Check for any signs of mould, but I must say these bulbs are all really good quality. Lay them out in your pot. I can't wait for these to come up because they are an absolutely stunning species tulip, and they are what I believe to be the closest to the tulips that started the tulip mania, where you get all the tulips that we see today. They're like flames coming up. So line your pot. The bulbs are almost touching, but they're not touching. You can have them practically touching, as long as they're not touching, they'll be fine. So I've put 15 bulbs in this pot, which I thought was going to be a bit sparse, but it's not. So I've filled my pot with the bulbs. Let's see if you can see that. Kind of, like so. And then again on top with the mix. My mixing got a bit cracked towards the bottom, so I'll just do it. Now it's in the pot. And then rather than gravel mulching, I'm going to put 6 wallflowers in the top, because they flower at the similar time to the tulip and they have a fantastic honey scent. And because I'm doing this, I don't need to gravel mulch. So I'm not having them right at the top of the pot. They're slightly submerged, and that'll just hide any ugly legs they might have. And I'm also going to plant some in the ground, and because I want them to be perennial in the ground, I'm going to plant them as deep as I can, which will be about 15 centimetres deep. Deeper the better if you want them to be perennial. If you want them to be annuals, and a lot of the hybrids tend to be annuals, don't worry too much, just go about twice the depth and then they can feed on the nice topsoil. See, these wallflowers are going to be practically touching in this pot, I think. Might move that one more. Move that one more to the edge there, because they do get quite big. They'll easily fill this pot. And the colours, because they seem to be quite rich oranges and reds, will go really well with the tulip acuminata. If you haven't ordered your bulbs already, you might be struggling, but there are last minute sales. So have a look. You can I've planted tulips as late as January before and they've been absolutely fine, so it's not too late. But November is the perfect time for tulips. There you go, that's the finished result. Give it a good water, don't let it dry out, and look forward to your flowers in. This one tends to flower beginning of May, so it's quite late for a species tulip, but tulips start flowering from late March